Hello, Leos. This is Citrina, and this is your July 2018 astrology forecast. Let's get right into it because there's a lot going on this month. Mercury is going to be in Leo all month, and it does go retrograde on July 26th. So remember, Mercury rules communication, travel, it rules technology. So while Mercury is retrograde, it's not a good time to buy electronics. It's not a good time to plan travel. It is a time where you will have a lot of miscommunications. You will send a text to someone and they will call you and say, well, why didn't you respond to my text? And you will be like, I did respond. And they will be like, no, you didn't. And you check your phone. Guess what? You forgot to press send. Things like that happen when Mercury is retrograde. Now, it will be retrograde until August 18th. So just keep that in mind. If you have any contracts to sign, if you have any contracts to sign or anything like that, it's best to wait until after Mercury is out of retrograde period. So again, any contracts you have to sign or any technology you need to buy, it's best to do it when Mercury is not retrograde. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about Venus, because Venus is in Leo until the 10th, and then it goes into Virgo. Now for you, Venus in Leo is in your first house, and then Venus in Virgo is in your second house, dealing with your material possessions. Now let's talk about the different energy of Venus in Leo versus Venus in Virgo. So let's say you're dating, okay? When Venus is in Leo, especially in your first house, it's all about splurging on yourself, going to the best restaurants, things of that nature. Now, when Venus goes into Virgo on the 10th, and the fact that it's in your second house, this is more of a frugal energy. So for all you fabulous Leos out there, when Venus is in Virgo, you will be looking at your date and analyzing how they spend their money. Okay, because Venus in Virgo is more of an analytical, observant energy. Venus in Leo, the energy of that is, hey, let's have fun, let's spend money, let's have a good time. Venus in Virgo is more about getting to know someone. Okay, so for you, Venus in Virgo is in your second house of material possessions. So you Leos out there who are dating, you will be sitting back looking at how the person you're dating handles their material possessions. Okay, you will be observing, are they responsible with their material possessions? Do they have any material possessions? Things of that nature. So now, if you are dating a Leo and you want to impress the Leo, make sure you can show proof. Not even really proof, but let them see that you are responsible with your material possessions. You take care of your car, you take care of your house, you pay your bills on time, things of that nature. At this time, a Leo is going to want to see that you are financially stable. Okay? That's the Venus in Virgo energy. Okay, so if you're dating a Leo at this time, the Leos want to see that you are financially responsible. So that's just a heads up for anybody who's dating a Leo. And again, if you are a Leo, this is what you are going to be looking at when you're dating. Is this person financially responsible? Things of that nature. So that's just to give you an example of the difference between Venus in Leo versus Venus in Virgo. Now let's keep going on, because the sun, this is Mars. Mars is in Aquarius until, all month. Now it's going to be retrograde until August 26th. So it's still retrograde from last month. For you, Mars is in Aquarius in your 7th house. So again, You might be thinking about new things you want to do with your partner, but you really won't be acting on them until after August 26th. So that's just a reminder. Also, Jupiter goes direct on July 10th. For you, Jupiter is in Scorpio in your house of home and family life. So all of the things you've been thinking about with your home and family, maybe changes you've been thinking about making, you'll see some things start to happen in that area once Jupiter goes direct on July 10th. So that's something to look forward to. Now, also, we have the Sun in Cancer until the 22nd. And then, guess what? It's your birthday, Leo. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday season, Leo. I just had to do a little something special for Leo because Leos are so dramatic and fabulous, right? As of July 22nd, we can start telling all of the Leos happy birthday. And we know Leos can throw a good party. Let's hear that again. So I hope all the Leos out there, I hope you were dancing along with me. Okay, I don't want to be out here making fool out myself, but I'm a Leo too. So all month, starting July 22nd, it's my birthday, okay? So just wanted to change that up. Okay, so let's keep going, okay? Now, the Sun will square Uranus on July 25th. So this is a time where you will hear unexpected news. And we want to pray that it's good news, but because it is a square, it might be challenging news. So let's see where it falls for you, Leo. So the Sun is going to be in Leo in your first house. That's dealing with self, your appearance, your personality, things of that nature. And also in house 10, which is your career house, is what you're known for in the world. So you will hear unexpected news surrounding those two areas. So for you, you might hear that a job that you're going out for, you might hear that you get the job and you weren't even really expecting that you would get the job. Also, you might find out that you're being let go. You might just walk off the job. That's unexpected news. I mean, something might happen and you just flip and say, you know what, I'm out. I'm walking off this job today. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but I'm just giving you examples of things that can happen. So that's just something to look forward to. You will hear some type of unexpected news surrounding your career or what you're known for in the world, and in relation to yourself. So just beware. If you work somewhere and the energy is, kind of on edge, you might want to take a few days off around July 25th. It's just a little like precaution, okay? Because we know Leos can be dramatic, so we don't want anybody walking off the job, okay? Just try to remain calm. Whatever news comes your way, try to breathe through it and things like that. Now, let's look at the new moon. The new moon is going to be in Cancer on July 12th. And it is going to fall in your 12th house, dealing with the subconscious, deals with manifesting your dreams, things of that nature. So let's see what you need to concentrate on. Also, this is going to be a partial solar eclipse, which is a major event. Okay, it's a partial solar eclipse. So a little bit of information about solar eclipses. A solar eclipse happens when the moon is in between the sun and the earth. And it's a time of transformation. It's a time to take action on the things you want to transform. Now, it will be in opposition to Pluto. So you might hear about a little bit of drama around that time, but it looks like you will avoid that drama or that crisis. Now, we might all feel the energy from this solar eclipse. However, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn will feel the energy the most. Now, this energy can affect you for the next 6 months, and it is a preview of what you can expect next year. Okay, remember, this is a gift. So anything that you've been thinking about doing, but you always put it off, a solar eclipse helps you to complete that. So now I'm going to pull a card to see what you need to concentrate on at this solar eclipse, this new moon, which is a solar eclipse. And for you, it falls in your 12th house. So it looks like you might be, into praying, meditating around that day. But let's see what the cards say you need to concentrate on around this new moon. The new moon will be in Cancer on July 12th. You need to concentrate on obstacles and challenges. So a good thing to do is write down all of what you consider to be obstacles and challenges, and just meditate on solutions to those, because the eclipse is going to help you. The partial solar eclipse is going to help you deal with those obstacles and challenges. So that's really great. So that's what you need to concentrate on at the new moon in Cancer, Leo. Concentrate on the obstacles and challenges that you want to overcome. So let's keep moving on, because we have another major eclipse. The full moon will be a total lunar eclipse in Aquarius on July 27th. A little bit of information about the lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse happens when the Earth is in between the sun and the moon. And remember, a full moon for a lot of people is an emotional time. So when you have a total lunar eclipse, that's like a full moon on steroids. Okay, so just be prepared. It's going to be an emotional time. Now, we all might feel the energy of this new moon, of this full moon. However, we have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius will feel it the most. So just try to remain calm, because another thing that's going on at this time is Mars is in Aquarius along with this moon, and Mars is in a harsh aspect to Uranus, and Uranus is all about surprises. Okay, so try to remain calm about this around this time, because a lot of secrets can come out around this time. And remember, an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, usually takes something out of your life. So if there's anything that you've wanted to release out of your life, but you just haven't done it, an eclipse helps you to release it out of your life. Okay, so, that's something to keep in mind. So that's a lot of what I wanted to talk about. Now, another thing I want to mention, because there's two different groups, what I'm calling two different groups or two different gangs this month. We have the first group is what I'm calling the Take Action Gang. That's Jupiter going direct on July 10th, and then the new moon, which is a partial solar eclipse, on July 12th. So Jupiter going direct in Scorpio on July 10th, and the new moon in Cancer on July 12th. To me, those two are going to work together to bring about action in the area of, let's see, Jupiter is in Scorpio in your home and family life, and then in your subconscious. So a lot of things that you've been thinking about related to your home and family life, this new moon this partial solar eclipse is really going to bring light to that area and action. So you'll see something happen around that area. Now, the second group I want to talk about, I'm calling this group the emotional gang, okay? We have the Sun in Leo, July 22nd, and we know the Sun in Leo can be dramatic, okay? We're Leos, so we know about, the drama that can surround Leo. Also, the Sun is squaring Uranus on July 25th. That's about unexpected news. Then we have Mercury retrograde in Leo on July 26th. That's about a lot of things going haywire. And then we have the full moon on July 27th, which is a big bag of emotional energy. And to top it off, that full moon is in Aquarius with Mars. Now, we all know Mars is retrograde, but Mars is still Mars. Also, this full moon is going to be in your house of partnerships, okay? Whether it's romantic partnerships or business partnerships or contracts. So Mars and the full moon is going to be in your house of partnerships on July 27th. That is a big bag of emotional energy. Sun in Leo, July 22nd. That can be about drama. Sun square Uranus, July 25th. Unexpected news. Mercury retrograde in Leo, July 26th. Some things going haywire. Full moon in Aquarius, July 27th. Paired with Mars in Aquarius. That's emotional because Mars can bring up anger. Even though it's retrograde, it's still Mars. So I'm going to tell you the story I've been telling to all of the other signs. I compare Mars to a vicious dog this month, okay? When you have a vicious dog in the neighborhood and you're walking past the gate, the dog is barking, growling at you, everything. And so one day you might walk past the gate and the dog is not barking. So you feel like, oh, I can pet the dog today because he's not barking. So you reach your hand out to pet the dog and he bites you. That's what I compare Mars to. And what's going on is the vicious dog is still a vicious dog whether he's barking or not. And Mars is still Mars whether he's retrograde or not. Even though he's retrograde and he doesn't want to do anything, he still can. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, one thing that's going to help get us through all of this emotional the emotional things going on with the planets this month is that Uranus and Saturn are in a great connection to one another right now. And they're both in earth signs. So that's going to help keep us grounded. Okay, so remember, remain calm through whatever emotional upheaval might happen this month. I'm not saying it will happen. It might happen, it might not. You might have a pleasant month, no drama. That's great. And I hope to hear that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is that Venus is forming a great bond with Pluto by the end of the month. So for you, Venus is in your second house dealing with your material possessions. And then Pluto is in your sixth house of daily activity, health, vitality, things of that nature. So that's another thing that's going to help us because they're also in earth signs. That's going to help keep us grounded this month. So I just wanted to mention that. So this has been your July astrology forecast, Leo. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to this channel. I greatly appreciate it. And if you would like a reading with me, you can email me, and I also have my contact information in the description box below. And you can also visit my website. I'd be happy to hear from you. Now, until next month, Leo, happy birthday and have a great month.